5, yeah.
Yeah, I have to open it up to see what it is inside, you see. So there we go.
Hello.
That's good dice. Yes, hello, Badger.
Oh, for goodness sake.
Right,
How
so
are you again?
I have no idea.
I did 7 over them.
You
Oh,
did.
no,
so
I
that
didn't.
is,
I did higher than 7. I did the 8 over
yeah,
them.
but you didn't. But you need to get in bunches of 5. So you needed a 21 to get an outstanding success.
I'll do the one that makes them harder to do their skills.
So you want to make one of them very
Is
stymied.
that what you want, Badger?
I don't know. I suppose.
So we'll say number 2, just picking one at random, is now very stymied. You can play a card into your hand, and you will get the hero card.
I like hero cards.
Okay, who's going after Dirac? Abram, Theo, you're back in the game.
You know when you fall asleep during like watching Netflix and you wake up and you've no idea what series you're on or anything. That's kind of.
You're in a plane.
Thank you.
You're being attacked by Scarab warriors. You have successfully cast Bless.
Okay, let's
on the whole plane, giving everybody +2 decks for the next, another 5 rounds now.
Jolly good.
Decks.
That sounds like me. How close?
Yep, that's why I did it.
How close?
They're
No one wants that.
They're scattered around the plane, but they're about 10, 15 meters away.
Did I hit one?
You did, and you wounded him, and he took some shock.
Oh.
Right, so.
Are you doing?
Well, I'm going to shoot one with my shotgun.
Okay, so you poke your shotgun out of the window, and don't forget, if you are doing the short burst, you're going to malfunction on a 1 to 2. But with a 17, I don't think you can finish you. Their dodges are 15s. They are maneuverable buggers.
So that's a 16 in total.
Okay, so you're not doing any bonus damage. What does your shotgun damage normally do?
Well, I'm hoping this is going to be sufficient because it's quite good, I think. Anyway, the old shotgun does 15 damage.
Enough. At that point, they have toughness 12, which includes 2 points of what appear to be a force field, some kind of deflection field around them. So that will be enough to do shock to them. Do you want to do anything else to attempt to get you improved? Did you include your short burst in that?
No, I didn't. No.
So that's another 2 on top of that, because you did say you were doing the burst, or the sound effect for it anyway.
Yeah.
So that's an 18, not a 16, which still isn't enough to do a bonus die of damage, because their dodges are 15s. So you'd need to go to a 20. But it's enough you don't. So you're doing, pick a number from 1 to 6 to decide who you're actually shooting at.
I might defend a possibility, because I want to shoot something because I'm cross, because my internet went down. And I want
perfectly valid reason to do that in game.
your god box went down.
Yeah, I'm thinking it is a possibility TORG.
Now for Dirac it wouldn't be, because of the tech level wouldn't be enough. But for the cyber papacy, yeah, perfectly. You're annoyed that your internet connection went a bit funky for a second.
Cool. So
the Bible started spouting Ephesians 8:12 rather than Ephesians 12:16 or whatever it was you asked it to do.
Yeah, and it's just cross about the whole thing. So let's
see. Combat skill in the first box, die total was a 17 in the second box.
Come on! Oh, god damn it!
Well, it counts as at least a 10. Remember, it's a possibility. That's a 21, so that is enough to do a bonus die of damage, because that is 5 over their dodges.
Have it.
Oh. So that means you're doing an 18 damage, correct? Not 15?
Yeah.
Okay, so you do open up, and you hit one, and you track the shots up his torso. Initially, the first couple of shots seem to be deflected a bit more readily, but clearly the energy that's powering their deflection field has a finite limit on any individual deflection, and there is a satisfying scritch as the shotgun shell embeds itself in the guy's chest, doing a wound and 2 shock.
No, I feel much better now. That's okay. Okay, everyone else, carry on.
It's following
Right.
Theo. Sam, Dr. Sanders, Abram.
Yeah, I think we're gonna keep up the shooting.
Okay.
How far away were they?
About 10, 15 meters away. None of
Right.
them are grouped enough to do any kind of area of effect shot, and because you've got the limited fire arc of the portholes, you can't really do multi-attack either. Oh, you've got a boomstick fire combat now as well. That was a good roll. Your fire combat's gone up a bit. You got 13. That's good. Okay, so that is enough to hit them. It's not enough to do bonus damage though.
Damn.
It's a 15 is the dodge.
1 point away. And I guess that's 14 damage though. I shovel pipe.
Okay,
Wait,
so again, what? Wait, what?
I'm using the. I get a +1 because I'm using the laser sight thing. So this is bigger than 20.
Okay, well, that's a bonus die damage then.
So that's 17.
That's enough to do 1 wound. So pick one from 1 to 6.
The one who's already got a wound.
Okay, we wouldn't be able to shoot at the same one that Skellen did, so it would be the original one. So he now has, that would be 2 wounds and 2 shock. He is going to spend his remaining personal possibility, and he's going to make a soak test. I keep typing TROG, not TORG.
Oh, that looked like
Yep.
a good soak test.
So at the last second, you're pretty sure the laser's on target and you shoot, but then he veers and your shot goes very wide. Abram, Sam.
Same again then. I'll shoot at one.
Okay, pick one. Pick a number from 1 to 6.
4.
Okay. Target's 15s. Well, it's on target, but you don't
we'll
think
go
from
for-
experience that's going to be a particularly palpable shot.
Yeah, we'll go for possibility then.
All right.
So 13.
I can close Theo's and Abram's character sheets now. I don't have to keep them open as a reference to do what you did in the first round. Oh, 26. That's enough for 2 bonus die of damage. Reroll your 1. So that's a 7.
21.
That's so close. Their toughness are 12s. You're not doing anything armor piercing, are you?
I could be.
Said it beforehand if you were.
No, yeah. Well, I
so
don't know how much did I know how armored they were from my first
Yeah,
shot.
well, yeah,
so-
you've been able to work it out. Just so you know, they've got 2 points of armor, which is full body deflection field. So at the moment,
okay. I assumed because they were bare chested, they weren't armored. Okay.
I know, but they've got weird science stuff.
So I will have worked out they had armor then from the first shot.
Yeah, just a little bit from the first shot because you did hit as well.
Am I allowed to use an adamant shell?
Yeah, as long as you mark it off.
Yeah. Right. So -4 far there. Armor piercing 4. Sorry.
Okay, so it knocks off their 2 points of armor. So that is actually 11 result points, which would be 2 wounds and 4 shock.
But he's going to soak it.
But he is going to try and soak it with his
Get rid of your
remaining
possibilities at least.
possibility.
Oh,
So that is enough to get rid of both wounds and all
damn
the
it.
shock.
Rolling well.
Sam.
Has Jurek acted?
Yep, he grimaced out of the window at one of them. He gurned at one of
Yep,
them
I
and
taunted one.
enraged them.
Was told to taunt them.
One of them is currently very stymied.
Do I am in front of one of them so they fly into it? And end up in
You could
the plane with us.
end up in the plane with you.
Well, yeah, because one
Yeah.
portal opens next to me, the other one
Yep.
opens wherever I want. So
Yeah, I'm fine with that. You're going to have to target. I mean, it's going to be against their dodge at this point if you haven't got anything else within there for that. So it would be a difficulty of 15 in order to bring that about, but I've got no trouble with you doing that. God, your skill is ridiculous. Super skill, apportation magic, I believe. Yes, I mean, that happens. So for the briefest of seconds, you open the portal next to you, and you see as one of these guys is moving far too fast to deviate at the last second, and he comes rocketing into the plane, still at full speed. And he's probably going to take. I'm going to give him 2 points of shock as he actually bounces around the inner chamber before he finds himself and just brings himself up to his feet. Him actually bouncing around in the middle of the plane has actually done quite a bit more damage to the plane as well, but he is now trapped in the plane with the rest of you. Yeah, Durak can do something to him next round.
Nobody kick him out. I want that shield thingy.
What shield thingy?
It's got a electromagnetic electro force shield field shield thing.
I don't see a shield.
It's not a visible shield. It's like a ball of stuff that surrounds him. It's like,
Why isn't that typing? Grr. /TORG 15p6. Ryoko is firing. Actually, was doing burst as well. So that's actually a 25. So she's firing her gun, her SMG. Her ammo goes down to 80 from 83. The SE Kyogo Tech 24. Damage 13. That's a 10.
Son of a gun.
That's a 12. That makes a 25. Can somebody roll me a d6, please? Okay, 2 of you, so 3 and 4. We could be number 3, not number 4. No, it could be number 4. Number 4 is outside as well. So she was shooting at the same one that Abram was shooting at, and does 12, 25 versus a 12. That's not armor piercing, I don't think. Nope. So that's 2 wounds and 4 shock to the one that
Has no possibilities.
now has no personal possibilities.
Oh.
But I'm not going to be mean and use group possibilities on these ones. So again, her SMG fire stitches up the guy's front, and a number of bullets hit, and he seems to veer away before getting control. Still not down though. These guys have 3 wounds each. Insignificant fools. As we go into the next combat round. Villains go first, heroes go second, and you are set back. We'll deal with that in a minute. Approved actions are defend and trick. On this round, any 6s, not little infinity results because we haven't got the actual dice, any 6 results do not add extra bonus die of damage for the hero. So a 6 is just a 5. Okay, no rerolls. Only 5 of them can multi-attack on you now because the 6th is actually in the plane with you, so he can't really coordinate with his mate. So they are going off fire combats of 15s. They are doing short bursts, putting it up to a 17, put it up to a 19 because of the plane's size. We won't do it as a minus, and 5 of them would give them a +3. So that's a skill of 22.
I'm playing an idea card from my pool to make the bottom thing, defend trick, mean any.
Okay, cool. Well done. That was a crappy roll. Luckily, the mishap doesn't mean that their guns jam, because they'll only jam on a 1 or 2. I am actually going to use a... They're all going to spend... Anyone that's got 1 left. They're spending possibilities. That means that guy's got 1 left. I can't spell a 4-letter word. TORG, not TROG, for crying out loud. 15p16.
Bringing trogs into the game now.
Right, so on... They do get bonus die. That is enough for 2 bonus die over the plane's toughness. That is an 8. And that is a 9. Oh, they've got trademark weapon. That is an 11. 11, that's a 24. The plane takes another 2 wounds.
How many wounds has a plane got?
It's got 4, and it's taken 4. So you had the Akak from earlier, and it's taken 3. If it takes 1 more wound, it's down, and you can see the fuselage has got massive rents in it. There are points at the moment where you can actually see outside, and the whole plane is beginning to shake quite heavily.
Is there a way we can send Dr. Dick out there to hammer the holes closed? You know.
If you had about 9 Dr. Dicks, but you
Dr.
think
Dick,
he
if you got a
probably
spell,
can't
clone
work
yourself.
that quickly.
Sorry, I forgot my cloning equipment at home.
And that would be a 15 up to a
Where's
17.
land the
Durak
plane?
is not a large target. What's your dodge, Durak?
I was going to go full defense here, mister.
Well, there you go. You can still declare that if you wish to.
Yeah, I did.
So roll a bonus die and add that to your dodge.
Bonus dice. 1 bonus dice. Here we go.
No. Generate a bonus number. Sorry, my bad.
Oh,
so roll
okay.
the d20 and work out what the bonus number is.
Is it exploding?
It's a d20, so it's the same as anything else. It explodes on 10s or 20s. As long as you've got at least an add in dodge.
It does. The thing at the bottom, it doesn't do that. Upskill. Up.
I think there's one just do bonus on the character sheet.
No, I don't have one called bonus unless it's.
Oh, you could just use test with a 0. You could just use test with a 0.
I changed up to 0. I was going to use that. Okay, here we go. Yay!
That's at least a bonus number of a 1. So what is your dodge normally? Add 1.
You didn't taunt me. It's 14.
Okay, he's already spent the possibility. I've got it tracked down anyway. He's currently on a 17. But he goes up to a 25. So that's 2 bonus die of damage on his MP40.
I didn't defend, didn't destroy, didn't.
Oh, okay,
Not
that's
successfully.
10.
Whoa.
Oh, hang on. He's doing the thing again. I only want 1. Just pick up 1 dice. Oh, he's done 2 again. Oh, no, he hasn't. Okay. So that's 10, 20,
plus another bonus die.
5.
What? What?
That was a good roll.
No, it wasn't.
Toughness is 14. No, wait a minute.
Okay.
It's defensive. It's not. It's 19 because I defended, isn't it?
You did, so you get to apply your bonus to your soak.
So 18.
18 versus 38.
Yeah, I'm perfectly fine, guys. Nothing happened to me.
So
good job you've got that parachute wrapped around you.
I've got a transfer card if you need possibilities. Just spend some.
Right, just so that's 20 result points.
Oh,
Double check. So
that's-
it's 4 wounds and 8 shock.
I will soak it.
Or you'll try.
I don't want any of this negativity from you, my young man. What is
You
reality?
spend a possibility and
No.
roll your reality skill.
I was
Based on
checking a
spirit.
card. Yeah, the card doesn't work on it.
I'll hit you with some positivity then. So you'll definitely not roll a 1 and everything will be
Dead.
fine.
I am so dead.
Oh,
Oof, few
What was the
30.
target?
10.
yay!
Pass. You.
That would mean you would reduce all the shocks. You don't take 8 shock, and you would reduce it by 1 wound.
How many wounds is that then?
That means you take 3 wounds.
Well, I'm okay then.
What? Ugh. You're -3 on every roll now.
I can't reduce that by more, share account. Oh,
You
does
can
that
can
spend a
add the
possibility on the
possibility
roll
on
if
it.
you want to.
Oh, did that use a possibility doing that roll?
It uses a possibility to attempt it, but you can also spend a possibility to improve it.
Right, I'm going to roll it. Be my last possibility to improve it then.
Okay.
Okay, so my dice roll was
Actually, was
13.
and my
and your result was a 13 as well. Okay.
my reality hasn't
What's your reality
improved.
skill?
It is
12.
now 12. You know that.
Because your roll was +1, so you must have had a 12 to start with. Oh, it's only a 10.
22.
So that is an outstanding success. Do you know what happens on an outstanding success?
I don't get any wounds at all.
All
Incombust-
wounds, all shock. Well done. That was a ridiculous roll on my side. 38. It's one of the highest damages we've done.
Yeah, but you didn't use the proper dice thing, by the way, so we forgive you.
So it didn't
I don't
count.
have it tracked. I don't have it tracked on the NPC sheet because they take forever to add on to the tracker otherwise. Okay, so with that loud noise within, and for a brief second, it looked like Durak being punctured in multiple locations, but it just turned out that you got your shield in the way at the last minute. That's fine. It's your goes. However, before any of you can do anything,
You give me a card.
because you didn't successfully defend,
Oh, right. I
you
don't get a
successfully
card.
soaked.
I feel that was
Robohack
an any.
calls from the. Oh yeah, but you didn't succeed at an any.
No, I'm joking. That was joking.
yeah.
Sorry.
Robohack calls out from the front. I think this crate's about to go down. You guys better finish what you're doing back there and strap in. I'm gonna have to take her in the land.
Did you say that in
Oh,
an
a setback.
Irish accent, please?
That is the setback.
We're losing the plane. No.
Well, I feel it's better to land the plane than fall out of the sky.
He calls out one more thing and goes, "Oh, and by the way, pub quiz, guys. Sand or grass? Your choice."
Sand, but
Grass.
yeah, grass is nice.
Yeah, grass. It's less. You don't want to clouds, you know.
Pub quiz was quick. Okay, deal with it. Back to you guys. So what are you all doing?
Met us before, has he? Pop quiz.
Yeah.
Quick answer. Wait a minute. Let's just discuss this.
Yeah, 6-second combat rounds. Boom, get on with it. 10-second combat rounds.
Is there anyone I can trick in there?
There is a guy that's just shot Durak and seems to be looking at his gun as to why the hell didn't that work?
Yeah, the guy that you want to get the shield off, but he's not wearing a shield though. Remember, Durek has got a
Then I
left.
actually have a topical reason for putting a laser in his eye, which I'll say, "Oh, maybe you're not seeing right. Maybe you need some laser surgery."
That can be a trick, no problem. I mean, if you had done some kind of aircraft-related pun, I might have even given you a possibility for that. But
Yeah,
no.
I don't think there's a skill called bad puns.
Yeah. Oh, I was thinking along the lines of, don't you see the light says to buckle up or something like that. But anyway, yeah, you can do a trick. Defensive trick, 13.
What's that?
Oh,
That's
he's no
good.
longer.
There we
That one.
17. You did it.
Okay, so that's
How-
enough to make him vulnerable or stunned. Your choice.
Not stunned.
Sorry, stymied. Yeah.
Do we want to get rid of this guy quickly?
It's
Should I-
vulnerable. Can't
I
use
can spend a
shield.
possibility on this if you want.
It's not a shield. He's got armor.
Well,
that is
someone
a
said it's
Shield.
I'm just saying someone
I know.
called it shield.
That was Dr. Dick asking in character, I need a shield. And you were saying he hasn't got a shield. And you were right. Durek was actually right. He doesn't have a shield. He has a field.
I'm going to try and shoot it. See if that helps.
A field of dreams is what he's got. You're going to shoot him now?
Well, as long as Dr. Dick makes it easier for me.
Yeah.
Or as
And
easy.
Dr. Dick's getting the card in a second, so whatever he does.
Yep.
Because it's any. It doesn't have to be
It is. Well, he
defender
was
trick.
doing a trick anyway. He was doing a trick anyway. So everyone will get a card if they do something this round.
Ooh, he
Oh.
exploded. Oh my god,
Oh.
he's destroyed him. Glory card! Oh, I haven't got it in my pool. No.
So he is either very vulnerable, very stymied and vulnerable, and also he will be disfavored on whatever he does next
Actually,
round.
do you have it
I'm
in
going
my
to say
glory?
disfavored and very vulnerable.
Okay.
So what makes it easy to shoot?
Are we allowed to do the glory card if we've got it in our pool?
If it's in your pool and you
I,
triggered
I,
the
I,
glory
mean,
of
I
it,
mean, literally, I just have it in my pool from my last action there.
you can do if you want to.
Oh, right, I'll do
If
my
you,
glory
if you
then.
put it in on this turn,
But
you can't.
he's not got a glory event. Yeah, he's got enough. He's already spent a possibility, and he's only on a 44.
Oh, it says glory at the bottom.
Oh,
so
die total. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, because die total was a 61. Yeah, because 44 plus 15. Hang on. How does that work?
if you put the glory in this turn, I thought it doesn't actually go until the end of the round, so you can't play it.
No, that was old. That was old talk. It's fine on this one.
Oh.
I'm just trying to work out why that's. I mean, we'll assume the die total is correct because you did roll a. Yeah, because it was a 20, then a 10, then something else. Fine, it's coming up with a glory result. So are you playing the glory result?
Yep.
Okay.
Gives
do you
me an
wanna throw
extra.
But it's my glory, right?
Oh, I think you put your dice total was 17 from the first one, not 15. You've put your
It
total.
refills all. I'm
That's where
keeping
you've
it.
been wrong.
I'll
It's
delete it, but I'm
actually
keeping it.
59.
You didn't get a glory result. You're on a 59, not a 61.
Of this glory. I'm going by the
says-
rules.
It says die total 61 on that.
No,
Die
because
total's
your die total was 17
15.
plus your possibility. It should have been a 15 plus your possibility.
Oh,
Your
damn.
dice total was 15 plus 44.
Look,
which is-
Gaza, whose finger are you on here? You're making
That's why I was going, that doesn't add up to 61. That adds up to 59. Why is it said
I'm
61?
on the side of maths, I'm afraid.
Has anyone got a card that can add
You're in him.
+2 to this stupid die? Oh, it doesn't add. It doesn't
You
work.
need
It doesn't work. It doesn't work. I know. It doesn't work. You need a hero card.
And you need to have a hero or a drama card.
Well, thanks,
Close.
Gaz.
Close. No, that's good. Gaz, you can have a possibility for keeping the game honest.
Oh, thank you.
Oh,
I'm killing Gaz's character. Is that okay?
I was going to try and help you here. Get rid of him.
Help me.
He is very vulnerable and disfavored.
Well,
Can I
that's
try?
Gaz's.
So we have
It's fine.
Theo, Sam, Abram. What are you doing?
Can I try and shoot him?
You can indeed.
Don't forget,
I'm gonna.
bonus stacks.
No, you doesn't do anything.
You've already
Stop
given him
giving me
bonus.
decks.
You've already given him bonus.
Nothing. It's pointless.
Give us skills that's useful,
Yeah,
like
give us
reality
skills
checks.
useful.
Spirit is a very good for our reality checks.
Dex
bonus
does.
dex is really useful.
Yeah, it does shoot each
Not
other.
those
Not
that
for us.
you shooting.
Ah, okay.
Right. Can I first off get rid of my romance card?
No, keep it.
Keep it. What to
So
play
you-
on you, so I can
No,
spend.
you can play it in
spend
this
you.
little person that's in this suit. We don't even know if it's male or female yet.
No, but
Male.
I get to spend possibilities.
Doesn't matter, surely.
Yeah.
You could...
I didn't say
okay.
it mattered, but he was asking if it was male or female. The Cerebroria is male.
I'm going to get rid of me romance card, please, for another card.
And a possibility. So you instead get dun 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 dun.
I hope you
Coup de grace.
In my pool or my hand?
Cope to grace. That goes into your hand.
Oh, damn it. Right, I'm then going to play precision so that I don't shoot the dwarf.
Okay, yeah, because you don't need to because he shot the dwarf. He didn't attack the dwarf, so they're not actually engaged.
Okay. I won't play precision. I will just shoot the dwarf instead. Let's have a go. So he's minus. So what am I to hit? 11? Is he minus
He's
4?
very vulnerable, so yes, 11.
We don't get bonus dice, by the way.
Oh, right. Well, I'm going to
hit
spend.
him.
Happy with that. 5.
So that's skill in the first one and a die total of 5 in the second.
Remember,
Rubbish.
no bonus
Come on.
dice.
Oh, what was that? 4? 18? Oh, 18. 23. No bonus dice? No, you don't get to
No,
re-roll.
you do. You just don't get to re-roll them. Yes.
Well,
Oh,
re-roll
yeah,
sixes.
that's what I mean. You can
So
only get.
that's an outstanding success. So you're getting 2 bonus die.
Yeah. Just roll 2
So
dice.
these you can just roll the basic d6s.
Yeah.
Is that, for the hero. 2 bonus dice, right?
Yeah, I read that.
You-
I had a double
Oh, I
read.
get
Oh,
to-
good.
You do re-roll the 1 though.
Imagine if you get the thing, you
Yeah,
get
there
to
we
reroll
go.
level 2s as well.
7.
Right. 21 with armor piercing 4, please.
So that's 2 wounds and 4 shock.
And a kickback to push him out.
What
Hopefully.
accent are you doing now?
No.
I don't know what that was. It was attempt to be a bit Celtic, but I don't think he got there.
It sounded Northern Irish to me.
That was my original Welsh
Def-
accent.
Definitely was not Irish.
Theo, Sam.
I can shoot him.
That's that one.
The plane is definitely heading downwards now, and I mean, Theo, as whatever you're lining up, you watch as a bit of the fuselage to your left rips away in the wind.
That's a bit worrying.
Can we get a card, please?
You do because it's an all this round. Whatever
Oh,
you do, you get a
I was
card.
supposed to get a card as well.
Monologue. Oh, you already got one, didn't you?
No,
I thought I gave you
I
one
didn't-
because you did trick. I thought I'd already
Oh, I
given you
didn't-
one.
I didn't take it.
Ah, okay. Well, I should have given you one then. Your one is second chance.
I did mention him getting the card, but he never got it because we were arguing about the glory card.
Yeah. So Theo, what are you doing as the plane's disintegrating around you? Someone's going to have to make a roll for Robo Hack in a minute, anyway.
Okay, well, I suppose, how many of them are there left?
All 6.
God, I better shoot one, hadn't I? Let's shoot. Can I? So,
You can shoot one inside or outside. It's up to you.
inside. Let's do it. It's a shotgun type thing. So, yeah.
Oh, God. A shotgun and a small plane. It's going to be fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, you definitely.
Don't forget to add your bonuses for. So you're getting a +2 for short burst, and you're also getting a +2 for point blank.
Yeah, just remember, point the gun towards the open bit where the van can fly out of.
And my dex bonus.
Your armor enables you to have that higher dex bonus, which it probably does actually, because it's like you've got dodgy armor. Hang on.
That's not so good.
No, it is good.
Well, his armor's not like ours. Mine's so limited.
Champion of God. And it is. He's got a max dex of 11. What's your dex at the moment, Skull? Without the
nowhere
bonus.
near that. My dex is 7.
So you are getting full benefit from your bless.
So should I just change my attribute temporarily?
You can do either way if you want. But you're getting a +4 from short burst and close up with the shotgun anyway.
All right. You're buying the farm this time. Name of the Lord.
That would be a bonus die of damage regardless.
Well, let's roll.
If you want to do anything else.
Well, they're quite tough cookies, aren't they? These, but hold on, let me just.
They are.
I just need to
They
check
have
this.
toughnesses of 12s.
Just need to check this card. Okay, right. Let's go for this. 1 bonus die. Oh bugger. I've got a skill, but I think it only works on a 1.
It does. Your trademark weapon lets you reroll ones.
Just ones. Okay, in which case I'm going to play a coup de grace card, so I can roll another bonus damage.
Roll another one.
Come on! Oh god damn it, you pansy.
4 onto your damage.
It's better than nothing, I suppose. So that's 19 and total damage. Oh no,
19. That does a.
plus I get a bonus for short burst, do I? Damage.
That was already included in your, because that was the +4 fire combat. No, because it basically pushes you up to getting more bonus die, which is where the bonus damage comes.
I see.
In at that point.
It doesn't add on to the base damage.
No,
of the,
not directly.
Okay. All right. Yep. 19.
That's
It has.
1 wound
Better than nothing.
and 2 shock.
Okay.
So that's. Oh, actually, that guy's very vulnerable. Forgot that. So you
That
should
means
have 4 more, which would
Oof.
put you at 26, which would give you. Hang on, because he was on. Hang on, because his dodge wasn't a 15, his dodge was an 11.
Another bonus die.
So-
Another bonus die.
That would have given you another bonus die, because
It
you would
does.
have been rolling 2 bonus die for damage rather than
Cool.
1.
Come
Remember,
on.
just throw.
Oh, that's a bit
There you
better.
go. It.
So we're now on 23 damage.
23, and he's got a toughness of 12, that's 11, that's 2 wounds.
Not enough to kill him, it seems.
And another 4 shock. Well, no, it is enough because he's got 3 wounds. So you turn and just unload, and you watch as the first shell hits him full in the chest, pushes him up, and the second one hits him in a similar places, slightly higher on his solar plexus, pushes him back, and the third shell hits directly where his flight harness hits in the middle and pushes him, and he basically is pushed back out through the fuselage. So there's a nice another big rip tear in the side of the plane, but you see for a brief second he flies out, and then in an almost Wile E. Coyote fashion, he actually, normally Wile E. Coyote realizes this for a second and then gravity takes over. Well, this guy goes out, realizes for a second, and then inertia takes over, and he flies backwards out of view as the plane continues on without him.
I love it. That's very cinematic. Bye.
Okay,
Okay,
who is going to... Oh, no, sorry. Sam. What's Sam doing?
I'll send a bullet at one of the others.
One of the others from the outside, yeah. No worries.
Yeah.
Just doesn't actually hit, though, because the target numbers are 15s, because that's their dodge. Unless you spend a possibility to improve it. Unless a possible mishap, and he won't get a mishap unless he rolls a 1. He successfully cast... Actually, did you successfully cast the spell, thinking about that? Because if the target number is their dodge, and you didn't get their dodge on the spell, then I don't think you have successfully cast the spell. Now I think about it. You can still choose to spend a possibility if you want to, though.
So the success is dependent on the where it says skill application 12.
No, that's the skill to learn it. The DN, which is target's dodge or dexterity, is the skill to cast it.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, weirdly, it's harder to cast bullet against a dodgy opponent. So at the moment, that's a fail. So
That's
you can
fine.
either soak it up and take the failure, or you can spend a possibility and add to your roll.
I'll take failure.
Okay, you are very stymied until your next round, and you take 2 shock as the spell fails with a mishap.
For some reason, I thought there was a table for so.
No, different game. Who is taking responsibility for rolling for the pilot? He has an air vehicle skill of 15. Landing safely in the crops is a hard, difficulty number 14 air vehicles test.
What's the dice roll for a crash landing? Oh, good roll.
Okay. So, before you all realise what's happening, and you've not been able to take actions to stable yourselves, the ground goes out from under you. The blue outside the plane's fuselage is replaced by green, lots of green, loads of green, bit of brown, green, and then you just tossed all around within the inside of the plane. It comes to a halt. There are actually, give us find checks, each of you. Right.
It is hard to tell what you roll and what you.
What people have
Yeah,
rolled.
you
Couldn't-
get used to it.
couldn't
It's the
keep
number after the
rolling
D20
good
plus.
forever, I guess.
Okay, who hasn't rolled?
I got
Sam,
11.
yeah.
11, 9.
Yeah, you're the only one to. Abram's the only one that's passed right now.
They're all rubbish. Oh, what was that? Who
I love
changed
that.
that to what the fuck was that? Who changed that?
I'm going to play a second
I
chance.
don't know.
Play a second chance.
You're going to re-roll yours, yeah?
I might have done that myself last time. I can't
I think you
remember.
did that yourself because I certainly didn't do it.
I must have done.
Oh,
I don't remember doing
dice
it.
rolls weirdly.
Okay, Kerry, can you just do a find check for Sam as well, please?
What does very stymied do?
-4.
What's -4?
Very stymied.
Oh, okay.
Because he's reeling from a miscast.
Wow.
15. Well done. So, both, all three, Dr. Dick, Sam, and Abram, you each remember or recall in the last few seconds, in the midst of all of the crashing sound and the of whatever the crops are on the underside of the plane, you each recall hearing a number of low thud sounds from outside. Sam, Dr. Dick, there were about 5 thud sounds from outside, which you both probably determined to be maybe the Scarab Warriors are a little too concerned on what chasing you, and maybe didn't take the appropriate precautions to prevent impact with the ground.
Haha, idiots.
However,
Oh.
can everyone place their cards from their hands, from their pools, back into their hands as we transition from the scene as the crow flies to scene 4, which is entitled "Oh, Now What?"
I was actually thinking that in my head there. You read my mind.
Aptly entitled scene.
Mm-hmm. Because if I find the right one, come on, where's my images? So on images, I want to go to food for thought.
By the way, since
No, that's not the right one. Why is
Ryoko's
it not there?
passing these tests, does that mean he's getting cards?
No, because it wasn't Ryoko doing that. That was the robot.
Oh, okay.
Right. Assets. Folder. Hang on, I've just got to quickly put this in from somewhere else. Pictures, was that the one I wanted? Yep, that one. Copy. Back.
He's just finding the icon for the explosion.
No, I'm actually finding, so I want Tool Eternity, images, paste that into there. That's fine. Close that. Refresh that. Assets, images, campaign. Still getting used to this bit. Also, there's a next page button rather than a next page scroll wheel. Okay. Create image asset from, there we go. Right. It is dark.
How long for?
Hmm?
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Does that mean you're staying at home?
Yeah, my work hasn't told me what's happening yet because they're gonna go in absolute apeshit.
We don't have a lockdown here, but I definitely hope that they like cancel Black Friday stuff, because that's going to be crazy.
Yeah, it will be a bit weird when people end up like rushing around.
I've got to play computer games all day again.
God, it's terrible for me, wouldn't it? I would know the difference. Currently playing a lot of Black Ops, a zombie, and running around killing zombies.
Jolly good.
It's fun.
Well, I'll think about that next time I'm hard at work.
Hey, too much information.
Right. Despite what it might look like, the plane is not in a flyable form. Not that you can even see it yet, because I've not shown you all the map.
Well, I wouldn't know due to my lovely tech level.
Right. Share records. Okay.
Question. I know it's there.
Yeah, cool. Oh my god, that map's huge. Nearly as big as the Traveller map.
It's a bit dirty though.
You'd be a bit dirty if, like, planes flying over you and things.
Farmer
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
take care of his field, that's all I'm saying.
Okay, let's turn the plane around just to make it in the right direction, because essentially you've come in from the southwest. So there is essentially, and I'll move you all around in a second. There is essentially a trail of destruction behind you. Dr. Sanders.
Oh no, I'll survive.
I love the plane token.
Not there. Oh, phew.
Let's get rid of all of the.
Now I have to figure out what Spawa is.
Well, it actually doesn't say SPABA on the front. I couldn't be asked to change that. However,
You sell
you're still in the plane at this point. You've landed and you can look out and you can see the plane's in 3 pieces, not as whole as it looks there. RoboHack is sitting with a look of pride on his face for having done a successful landing. Like I said, behind you, there's a swathe of destruction going through. But Sam, Dr. Sanders, as well as the noises you heard, as you bring yourself to bear in the local environment, you begin to note other smells. Smell of freshly cut grass, rotting leaves, the copper tang of fresh blood. And as you look, you can see that in the carnage, the swathe that you put in, you can see that in amongst the roiled up earth, you can see bones, body parts. And you're not certain, Dr. Dick, but you think you just saw one of them twitch. So,
Do they look recent?
give us a medicine check, actually. They do not look recent. In fact, they look so not recent as you're looking at one of them. You note that the bit that you just looked at, it's quite dark, so it's hard to see, but the bit that you just looked at that was twitching appears to have some elements of vegetation growing up and through it. Let me know very quickly. We're about to go into combat, but just before the combat, what are you doing? Go back into combat, I should say. That's from each of you. You've got a sort of an immediate reaction as to what you're going to do. You can do one thing before anything kicks off.
Is my blast still up?
He's got a couple of rounds left.
Can I can I like renew it then? Probably if it's only got a couple of rounds left.
Right, you can do it again if you want to.
Okay.
Can I draw my gun and aim it at the thing that moved?
If you want to.
Can I punch Abraham in the face for not letting me have a glory card?
No.
Oh, damn. It's always no for my questions.
If that damn robot crashed us into a goddamn Gosbog field, I'm gonna... I don't know. What do you even do
Take
to robots?
responsibility for telling him to land on the grass?
I didn't vote for the grass.
I think you did.
I didn't say anything.
That's called voting.
I abstain.
Simon Crick, what are you each doing? Sort of
Well,
like
I'm going to get myself ready to punch someone in the face.
Move away from
Claw
Durak.
them.
Yeah,
Claw
I'm
them.
gonna move away from Durak.
I'm looking for the flyers, the scarab beetle, please, people, and preparing just in case any of them. I know we heard thuds, but
So
I'm
are we
still-
fight? Are
we
we going
heard
to be?
5, not 6.
We're going to fight in 700 or 800 of these things now because we're in a big field of them.
That'll be fine.
There's no answer, so I'm worried.
We might be about to find out how many enemies Unity can handle. What this
that would
test
be a
is.
good test if I'd actually thought about doing that. But I
Stress
haven't.
test, yeah.
So, one by one. So, Theo, what are you doing in an immediate reaction? You're refreshing your bless, yeah?
Yeah, I just rolled for it too. I don't know if that's okay.
Okay, fine. Yeah, that's good enough. I'm going to say you can refresh it for another minute on that one. We
Okay.
haven't got a problem there.
I'll pray to everybody and you'll all feel heartened.
Realise I'm placing all of these on here, but I've just realised I should have done it from actually close the encounter. They'll disappear, I think. Yeah, but then if I reopen the encounter, now that they are placed, I can click the down button, and that will add them to the tracker, which it did. Cool. And I'll just very quickly go, yeah, you should be a 2, 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 you should be a 3, you should be a 3, and that's all of them. Rearrange? No, because the ones that shouldn't be 3s are still 3s. So I really miss that thing in, in the Savage Worlds rule set, where you can group things on the initiative tracker.
Yeah.
That would be so useful in TORG, but it's not there.
It's probably
So,
something we could lift.
Next blessing from Theo. What's Sam doing in the immediate sort of seconds after the crash?
Yeah, can I cast portal?
If you want to, what are you casting portal from or to?
For me, it's 50 meters upwards. Oops.
Oh yeah, don't. Who
I was
moved the
trying to
plane?
move the window and I accidentally moved the plane.
It's all right. I should be able to lock. I think I can lock individual tokens now. No, you can't. Well, bollocks to that then.
Sorry.
Can you lock token? Do.
Oops.
You're not doing very well at the minute, are you?
No.
Okay, so you're obviously a bit shaken and you try and the portal flickers into existence, but then flickers out of existence again. Take another 2 shock and be very stymied.
I'll be very, very stymied.
No, because the very stymied would have gone because it only lasts a round, but you've just refreshed it again.
Oh, then I would have had +4 to that.
Is that enough to cast portal?
Uh,
That would have given you a 13.
I need a 14.
Ah! Well, there you go. We keep continuity at least. So you try that. 2 shock, very stymied, Dr. Dick.
What? Sorry?
Immediate response to getting out of the fuselage. You've got one quick thing you can do.
Yeah, well, as I said, I'll aim for the one thing that I saw moving.
Okay.
Meaning-
Abram, you were making a fine check to see or to look out for the Scarab Warriors, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, give us a fine check then.
Nope.
Okay, you're keeping some wary eyes out. Ndurak,
So,
I bet. Did we not get
you're
injured? Or
preparing to punch someone. No, he seems to you've landed without injury.
was there a card here?
Hardware.
You know, you usually get a card and it gives you a thing in the bomb says defend.
Not yet. Not yet.
No.
We've not got there yet.
Well, I'll just prepare myself then because there's actually nothing visible to fight yet.
There isn't anything visible to fight just yet.
Can't you egg us on or something? Do some sort of,
Take you on.
rousing speech. Make a speech.
I haven't
do a
got that
monologue.
card.
I could do a monologue. What's it do? Negate the status. Oh, we haven't got one yet.
It never
I'll wait.
ceases to amaze me how the card titles seem to just be absolutely perfect for either what's going on or what you guys are talking about. That's completely random roll.
Cool.
However,
You could taunt up to how many people is that? 10 people.
Give me a second. I need to get the now what up. So you're still in a standard scene. So all that you are seeing at this point in time is movement in the grass. That's all you've seen up until now. And you need to decide what you're doing. You appear where you are, by the way. You're in the lee of some hills, which off to your east and north seem to go up into more mountainous. The grass here is quite high, so you can't actually see much of the immediate environs of where you are, not without skill checks.
Well, may as well try and find and have a look, see if we can work out where we are, I guess, haven't we?
But you are all aware of movement in the grass around you.
What we need is
Theo,
a fly up.
You're looking around and you can't really get much sense of what's going on.
It's hard around here.
Alertness work? Can I play alertness?
Yes, if you want to. Do you want to remind us what alertness says on the card?
It says you notice an otherwise unseen item, clue, or event. Alertness may be played out of your hand at the start of an ambush to prevent the heroes from being surprised.
Okay, well, you're not going to be surprised in this round, so that's a good thing there. Because you have spotted a number of things. Firstly, you are seeing, as the wind moves the grass, every so often it opens a sort of a narrow corridor through the greenery, and you're starting to spot shuffling limbs, vine enshrouded legs, and you recognize that yes, there are undead Gospog, and they are coming in your direction. What you also spot, actually you spot that, but that's preventing the surprise. Dr. Sanders, with yours, you spot two things. Firstly, you spot that the mountains to your north and east would appear to be close to where you expected to be. You're working out. You look down the map quickly. You reckon you're about 10 kilometers away from the Mount Sinai site, and you also know off to the west, probably beyond the environs of the field that you're currently in, you can see a small, thin trickle of smoke silhouetted against the moon. So there's clearly some distance away to the west, probably outside the field, there's a building of some kind. What are you doing as your actions this week?
Are we trying to head to this building?
Depends if
Yeah,
Dr.
we
Dick
should.
knows about it.
Yeah, there's a building over there. We should probably go there. I think beats being here, you know.
Yeah. I agree.
Okay, so if you want to move towards the building, it is due west of your current position. Each of the squares on this map should... Not sure if they're measuring correctly on this one or not. No, it's still showing as feet. Give me a second. I'll amend that because you can now.
Oh, I see what you
1
mean about the arrows.
meter.
Yes, Dad's army. That's the arrows remind me of Dad's army.
Yes.
Yep, it's now showing correctly as meters. So,
Oh, no,
as
I
per
can't.
usual, you can't run in these conditions because the grass and the crops are too thick. But you can move, and you can choose to move twice if you want to do no other actions. So you can move your dex in meters, and you would need to be heading to the west, to the left of the map. So you might want to put yourself back where you were, Theo.
Sorry, I was having a fight with that. That
So
arrow.
let's just do it in quick order. So Theo, you hear that from Dr. Sanders. What are you doing?
Okay. I'm gonna wait for them. I'm gonna hold.
Okay, so you're not going first. That's not a problem. Sam, you're still reeling a little bit.
Well,
You're still
I'm gonna.
stymied this go.
I know. I'm gonna attempt to fly. Is that? Do I have to cast that? It's a power rather than a spell.
If it's a power, then I don't think there's a casting related to it. So it's just like moving. Perk, isn't it? Pop power, fleet. Reality, force field, flight, mind control. Yep. Yeah, so you can just fly.
You can fly.
So you can move up to your walking speed, and you may rush up to 8 times your speed, but then incurs a -2 penalty to any other actions performed during your turn. So whatever your dex is, you can move that many meters flying.
All right. I just want to get some height over this grass so I can see a bit more and
Oh, okay, cool. So
stay
you
close to the.
zoom upwards, just decide how high up you are, because you can do up to 8 times if you want to. You can see the field's about 100 meters on a side. The plain is roughly central, maybe a little bit more to the top and the right of the field. It's not on the map, this bit, but you can see to the west there is a what looks like a ramshackle wooden cabin. And yes, there does appear to be a single chimney with smoke trickling up out of the chimney. You can't see much detail from here, but there do appear to be a number of vehicles around. Couple of bikes, transport truck, but you can't see much detail other than that. Durak,
Yes.
are you going next, or is somebody else?
I
going
will
next?
go. I
He appears to have
you can
moved,
taunt without
hasn't he?
seeing what you're taunting, can't you?
You really need to be able to target it, but you can give it a
Well,
try.
I'm basically going to taunt them and say, come out of the ground and fight me, you overgrown tea leaves, basically. And because it's -8 is negated, I can means you can do 5 people without minuses.
You can, but I will remind you, Gospog are immune to taunt.
You can remind me. I don't think I knew it though. Right, okay. Well, that was worthless then. Are you sure they're all Gospogs?
Yep, they are.
Okay. There's nothing else out there that isn't a Gospog I could be taunting?
Nope.
Okay. Well,
Just
that's my
us.
turn over then. That was an enjoyable turn there. Didn't even have to do a dice roll.
You didn't disconnect or fail.
Yep, I didn't disconnect or fail, and I didn't get a card. I'm going to move a card into my pile pool though. Who's next? Dr. Dick?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, don't forget anybody can put a card in their pool, regardless of what you're doing this round. Dr. Dick, you've already moved a little bit from the look of it.
Yep.
Cool. You know what? I'm going to move the plane out of the way because
Trying
it makes it
to.
difficult to select things otherwise.
And do I have? I think maybe I could try to distract whatever's coming our way by making some noisy thing.
I
Yeah,
can make a noise of dog
doable.
barking.
I've still probably got some of those.
Yeah, we're pretty certain we do have something in the kitchen now because the dog is going mental whenever it goes in the kitchen. He can smell it.
Oh.
Yeah, right. I'm gonna take one of these little noise making widgety things that I have on me, and I'm just gonna throw them.
You're going to throw it in a direction, yeah?
I suppose.
What we'll do is we will shrink the plane down.
Tiny
And
plane.
where are you throwing it? You
Or
probably
this
throw it
backpack.
anywhere within like 15 meters. $85, I think, is the current XP gas.
How much XP?
Should have 85
I've got 85.
total, not unspent. Unless you spent nothing up until this point, which I know no one has.
Oh, imagine that.
I'm saving up for something special.
Yeah, I'm throwing it where the pointer thing.
Okay.
What's that? What's that trick?
Their defensive trick is a 7.
So I'm probably targeting. Can I target 3 of them?
Yep.
That work? I mean, you don't really know how many you affect when you do it like that. So.
Yeah, but you're targeting 3. I can't get rid of your arrows. Why can't I get rid of your arrows? What is that?
You have to right click them and then do the arrow and then do the remove this item.
I was having trouble moving them earlier.
Yeah, it's a thing. You right click it, go to the arrow pointers is called, and then
To
there's
remove
a thing
your
called.
you can just click your left and right button, mouse button at the same time.
Okay, so that's enough to make them stymied or vulnerable. Which would you prefer?
Stymied? Yeah.
That pointer on the thing can't be deleted by me for some reason.
Nor I.
Who owns it then? Good GM one.
Okay, so Theo, you've seen what people have been doing. You and Abram have yet to go.
I'm not sure what I can do, really, actually.
Well, you're aware that it would appear that the undead are in the local environs.
Oh,
Sam has just shot upwards, maybe about 40 or 50 meters.
I am going to say a prayer to the Lord that He is my my hammer, my shield, and will protect these souls from the from Satan and all these little wizards. And I will cast Ward Enemy.
Okay, go for it.
What does it do, mister? Ooh, 2020! Whoa!
Got to the 20.
I watched that thing just fall over so slowly.
Yeah.
What does Ward Enemy do on a 24?
On a 24, oh, I presume it's going
Probably an outstanding success.
to be a DN10, so I imagine that's outstanding.
Yep.
Is it 14 over? So
Yep.
it is +2 to all defences, and supernaturally evil creatures who fail an attack against anybody get stymied. In your face.
In your face, Gospel. And what's the range on that?
The range is, well, it's a 5 metre square, 5 metre, no square involved. It's a 5 metre radius around moi.
Nice
It's
that
a
you're not actually near anyone.
It's a
apparently.
concentration. Yeah, but I can move. It's concentration. It moves with me.
Hug you? Is that what you're saying?
I'll let me just have a look at my 5 metre radius. Yeah. Oh, there we are. So I'll move. I'll shufty a little bit over to the left.
Perfect where you are. Everyone's covered.
No, I'm missing Dr. Dick. There we are. Is that?
Yeah, that'll be good enough.
Oh yeah.
That moves with you.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, I believe it. Yeah, it's kind of. I'll be holding up my my holy Bible, and there'll be a crucifix there, glowing, and
What cancels it?
nothing cancels it.
Ryoko moves in as well, pulling her sword out and putting it defensive. Abram, what are you doing?
Rolling Scholar? Because
They are indeed.
Come on, I don't think I've ever passed this roll yet. Yeah!
Dice is weird.
Passed!
You passed the roll.
Finally!
So what are you going to do then, since you passed your scholar roll?
I remind myself what it actually means.
Well, don't forget, you can check it now in the abilities section under occult. Under
There
occult.
it is. Right. At the start of any fight, he then draws one destiny card with a standard success, 2. So is that a good success, 15?
Well, it doesn't say the difficulty, so it will be 10s otherwise. So that is a good success.
So I get 2 destiny cards, and I get to keep 1. And then I get to put any card into my pool. Please, before I start.
The 2 you get off the top of the deck are Supporter and Hero. As this is a new scene,
Ooh.
you can use your situational awarenesses, those of you that have it, to put an additional card from your hand into your pool, should you wish.
Oh, how exciting.
Because the noises begin to correlate into groans and moans.
Am I allowed to aim for my turn, by the way?
You had sight of some of them, so you could elect to aim. You were the only person who had seen them. But as the movement intensifies and figures clearly are moving through the grass towards you all, I would like you all to make fear checks. As Gosbog are horrific amalgamations of corpse and rotten plant matter, test willpower or spirit. Only DC's 10s. So Theo's fine, Dr. Dick's fine, Abram's
rolling?
fine.
Willpower?
Willpower or spirit?
Just rolled off a 1 then.
Sam's fine, even with your very stymied. So you're all okay. As the disturbed undead begin to shuffle through
Ha! Is that all you've got?
towards you. Right, let's just do these one at a time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm lining them up on that side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can you move it on that still? Yes, you still got those bits. 1, 2, 4, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Moving one back. 1, 2, 3, 7 in this direction.
I just feel our GM could count up to 7.
As 3 Gospog head towards a noisemaker in the grass. Need to move them in the main squares. 1, 2.
They're eating the miniature plane, it seems.
No, they've been attracted by the noise. I don't know why more often than not I don't end up having them on actual squares. So when you drop things on these at random, they end up on half squares more often than not. Some will be doing some attacks in a second.
I think they feel inspired. Luckily, it won't do anything because they were not hurt.
Okay, so the 2 that lumber towards Dr. Dick, because you're still in the area where the plane is, so you turned the corner, Dr. Dick, and you found yourself with a plane to your back. Look around panickingly as these 2 corpses lumber towards you, arms outstretched and mouths agape from the grass in your direction. 2 of them are attacking you in a hand-to-hand. Their unarmed combat is a 10. They are combining, giving them an 11. What is your unarmed combat skill, as you are not currently wielding a melee weapon? Dr. Sanders.
Yeah, unarmed is 9. Ooh.
They miss. What happens on the miss, Scanlan?
They become stymied.
No.
Oh yeah, we're +2 defenses, aren't we?
Yeah, don't forget your +2 defense, folks. And if they miss you, they get stymied as a result of it.
The others are doing what they're doing. And you 14 distance. 2 shots ring out. Obviously, clearly different. The Gospog aren't armed, but from an area of the grass too distant to see, 2 very close to each other shots, 2 asynchronous shots crack out in your direction, Father Theo. So remembering your bonuses, you are getting a bit of cover from the grass. What is your dodge? Adding +2 to it.
This is me, sorry.
Yep.
My dodge is 9 plus 2 will give me an 11. Dodge.
Okay, you feel the impact of 2 bullets
Ow.
hitting you center mass. It does impact with your armor though. That is 14, and their combined action adds to that as well. So that's 15 damage to your toughness.
My with toughness with armor is 11.
4 result points. That's 1 wound and 2 shock.
Oh, I'm not having
That's
that.
your +2.
+2 is to his defense, not to his toughness.
Oh,
Armor.
sorry.
Okay. I did add it to my defense. Yeah. But so okay. Let's reality skill this.
Okay, spend your possibility. You only need a 10 to get rid of these.
I'll do.
And you do indeed.
For you.
And as they've all taken their goes, I'm going to...
Does that count as a miss? Does it?
No.
It's a hit
you
with
were
soak.
hit.
Yeah. Bugger.
Yeah. And ward enemy only impacts enemies within the radius.
Oh, okay. Of course. Yeah. Fair enough.
Have they
Oh,
got
the
range?
duration ticked off. Well, something out there does.
Well, I suppose I need to shoot him. Is my
We
blast
haven't
still
got the
up?
card yet. We don't know who's first yet.
Yeah, your bless is still up. You've got 4 rounds on the bless still.
Let's set back.
So, law and order.
Oh, who's got a connection card?
I have.
Oh, good. You can get a policeman to come and help us.
I don't know how we're going to manage that though.
It's in my hand though.
Yeah, can't play it yet. Okay, villains are set back. Can't do anything particularly set backy for the villains right now, so they're just going to lose their action this go. So straight onto you guys with Intimidate and Maneuver.
Okay. I don't want to go first.
Well, if you get your card in,
I'll try to shoot then the
and
3 on my
pull it
left.
and play it.
I can go first. What's the maneuver?
Maneuvers, you just use it's a dexterity-based skill to
Yeah,
get
what's their
combat
maneuver?
advantage.
I know what maneuver is.
Oh, right, what's their maneuver? Right, sorry, okay, 8.
Good.
By the way,
Yeah,
anything more than 3 meters away is a -2 on any ranged attack because of the the proximity of the grass.
The grass is getting in our way.
Yep, makes it harder
grass
to
people.
see things. Oh, by the way, Sam, from your vantage point, you can see it's very much like looking at a Jurassic Park scene with velociraptors from the top. So you can see little holes in the grass where people are moving, and the 2 that shot at Skellen from the south do not look like the rest of the Gospog. They appear to be humanoid, but they are armed with rifles. And in the darkness, you can't see much, but they are wearing Egyptian headdresses, and they have the rifles and bandoliers of the classic Nile troops.
Of all the places you have to crash a plane, it had to be where they were.
Well, we did give you a choice, sand or grass. You chose grass.
Scorpions coming out if we'd have been on sand.
Yeah.
No, it would have just been a horde of Gospog coming out of the field that you
Yeah.
landed next. Okay, so you how are you attempting to move around them? Just make them. I mean, you've got the plane wreckage to your back still.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna try to leap away from them using the. I don't know how the wing is situated.
You can be near the wing, so you manage to get one of them hooked up in the wing. Which one is it? First planting 12 or first planting 17?
17.
And you want to make him stymied or vulnerable?
Stymied.
Okay. Well, Theo put that one on there, but it wasn't. It was you. Let's make it on you. What else are you doing? You can disengage for free, but you'll be vulnerable by doing so.
Yeah, but they're not going to be able to attack us this round, you said.
Sorry, what?
Oh, didn't you say that they'll lose their turn this round?
They've turned this round because they went before you.
We can still go first next round and attack you.
They could still go first next round and attack you.
Okay. I'll stay then.
Okay. Who's following Dr. Dick?
Can I
You can
shoot the 3 on my
Well, you
left?
can try.
11, 6, and 8.
Let's go try. Is your gun loaded?
I successfully
It is.
maneuvered.
Wait.
So
You successfully maneuver them, so have an idea card. You'll have to move a little bit. Actually, no, you're all right at the moment because you were around the plane. So in the grass, you'd be 3 meters away, but at the moment, you're fine. Their dodges are 8s.
What's the minus for
minus
attacking 3
4.
people? Yay, so that's 0 because I'm +4 because I'm yay. What dodge is 8? Sorry. $19. There you go. 2 bonus dice.
2 bonus die of damage. And their toughness is 8. As you were aware from previously, they are immune to shock.
Woohoo! 24 damage to all of them. And 3 bullets. Bye bye.
I just want to make sure they're actually coming off the list when I do that. So if I do this one, that removes him from there, and the other one was first planting 8. Can you remember the number of the other one? Because I deleted that through the other route.
And 11. 8, 6, and 11.
And make sure 11's off the map as well, because he was off the bottom of my list. No, he's now just not on the map, so I will get rid of 11 as well. 3 shots ring out, and 3 zombies hit the floor. The backs of their heads no longer attached to the rest of their heads.
I got +4 to my roll, which I forgot to add, but it didn't do anything anyway.
I will
Can't
punch
It's counterbalance.
the lovely-
-4 though, isn't it?
Oh yeah, sorry.
Durak.
punch the guy in front of me.
Okay, so you take a swing to that guy.
Yep.
He's a
You're right.
10.
Sorry.
Right, not
I
to
don't
your
know.
left.
I don't know who that guy is. His name's Abraham. It seems. Right. Okay.
Right.
Well, you're the one that said it. I knew who I was punching. You're the one that says do the other guy. Wait a minute. I'm going to roll my dice. What's the target? Sorry.
10s.
Always 10s. God, I feel. I've got a hero. I've got a hero card. I play it in my pool.
Okay, so roll a possibility.
Yeah, I'm trying to find my skill. My skill's 12. Right. Oh, I don't have to change that. It's already 12. There wasn't a possibility of spending this a hero card. Right. Okay. Here we go. It's 15.
That's 1 bonus die of damage. I think you're probably going to kill him with your base damage anyway, because you're doing is it 16 or 17 your base damage?
16 AP2. I want to put it out there anyway, so it's 21 AP2. Bye.
You slice him into bits.
I hope someone puts a connection card into their pool
Choppity chop.
and then plays it.
Who could that be?
You know, I can't mention names. My turn over.
Ryoko strides up with her sword out and
What? Selfless?
swings at one of the ones that is threatening Dr. Sanders.
Big bunch of farmers pop out of nowhere. That's what's going to happen.
I can play a rally card as well, by the way, which lets you refresh your entire hand.
He rolls a bonus die of damage.
People want that happening soon, or refill their hands rather.
Oh, my hand's still full of free
And
cards.
it's a 2 to her
5 in your hand. Yeah.
katana. Doing
You can also discard perhaps something useful.
15 damage, and Gospog 17 is sliced in half. Sam and Theo, what are you doing?
Okay, I'll try my. Unless Sam's really itching to.
No, go on.
Okay, can I see this one to the south, or either of those to the south?
You can see them, they're just blocked at that range. You're going to get -2s to target them because they're blocked by a significant amount of foliage.
Okay, because Durak will tell me off if I don't at least attempt it, I will try and intimidate them because I want onto a connection card.
You're about to be told they're immune to it.
Gospog are mindless. They are immune
Oh.
to intimidation and taunt interactions.
Oh, even religious. Oh, okay.
Yes, fortunately.
They're not scared of crosses or anything. All right. Well, in which case,
Not these particular kind, no.
I'll have to do a manoeuvre then.
You don't have to do them though to put a connection card into your hand, your pool.
You always move a card from your.
Yeah, at the end of your go, you'll always move a card from your hand into your pool.
Oh, anyway. Oh, I'll just shoot one then.
That's better.
Why not? Okay, so short burst, la-di-da, and
15 or 2. They're the closest.
15 will do.
Unless you shoot number 7, but you have to shoot over Durek's head for that. But you could be standing on some.
Why over Durek's head?
Because it's a direct line from Theo to number 7.
Why can't you just shoot over Dr. Dick's head? I mean, he's like, yeah.
He could do. That one's engaged though, so he would risk hitting Dr. Dick.
Well, there's no negatives to this.
That's it, yeah.
While shooting over Durak would be amusing.
His robot crashed our plane.
I think I'll go for this guy down south here all the same. So a short burst.
You're going to go for number 15, okay?
Do I get +4?
You get +2 for a short burst. I can't recall what the distance is for a shotgun.
Just check. It is
10 meters.
15, 30, 45.
So you're within 15, so you're getting a +4 total. +2 for your short range and +2 for the short burst.
All right, this is he's having it now. This will teach him not to be scared.
There are only 8. Okay, your gun jams.
Oh, okay, can I? Oh, hold on.
I told you should have done a manoeuvre.
It's all right. The Lord is with me. I'm going to play a second chance.
I knew you had that one, so go for it. Discard the card. Roll again.
What?
No, this is what happened last time when he did something like this.
Oh, you rolled 2 1s last time.
Is this Mount Sinai all I revisited? Here we come. Yeah, that's it. That'll do.
That is 2 bonus die of damage.
Ha.
Because you got a 26 versus their dodge of 8.
So that's 22 damage.
Gospog at the first planting 15. Just groans slightly and collapses to the ground. Sam, to close out the combat round.
Sorry, 1 second. Now I get to put the connection into my hand and into my pool and play it, do I?
Yes.
You want to, but it won't take an immediate impact but it will have an impact probably next scene.
Yeah, that's good then. Okay, I might as well do it. So.
Yeah, the time's getting close to bedtime anyway.
Yep. So we're going to close it off after Sam's go anyway. So I'll remember that for next time.
Where do I have to be 50 meters away from the one of the rifle people?
One of the what people? Sorry.
The rifleman.
To be 50 meters away. You're 50 meters away now.
Yeah, up
Within
in the air.
50, I mean, yeah. Oh, you want to do that, and then you can be 50 meters away from them right now if you want, or you can be 50 meters away from them there and above them by 50, directly beneath you 50 meters, sort of thing. It's up to you.
I want to be as near the group as possible, as high as possible, while being 50 meters away.
Well, we can do the Pythagorean 14 meters times something else to get you the 50, but you can be roughly there. In fact, we can probably place you a bit more central to the group, and you say that you're about 35, 40 meters away from the two.
So, is that a maneuver?
A maneuver, it's a skill use, so you'd need to interact with them in some way physically to put them into a less favourable position. That's what maneuver is basically doing.
Make a portal next to me and one underneath one of these riflemen.
Oh, that'll put them in a very close proximity.
Yeah, you can do that. We'll give that a shot. If you get players call, then I mean you can do that as a maneuver. If you get players call, then I'm going to say that they do in fact drop through, which is obviously what you intended to do. But anything else, you're just some portion of the maneuver doesn't go exactly correct, but you're going to get them very vulnerable, stymied, or whatever else you need. So cast the spell. So you're trying the spell with a maneuver. So generate a single bonus number. If I remember, Portal needs a 14. We had that one earlier. You're not doing very well with your spells today, these ones.
Yeah.
I use a possibility.
Spend willpower.
Spend a possibility. Oh, your willpower card, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, that gives you, because you're doing two things, because you're doing the spell and then you're doing a maneuver with the spell. So it's actually an overall -2. But the +3 from willpower changes that 13 to a 16, -2 to 14, so it still succeeds.
I don't get why it's two things. Wouldn't any use of portal then be two actions?
I know, because I think what normally happens if you get the higher levels of success on Portal, it normally lets you do something else alongside it. So it was aiming on it getting the bigger success. We can check it next time anyway. It succeeded. It's not enough to get a player's call, because you'd need to get like a 24 to get a player's call. But you've successfully outmaneuvered. Which one are you wanting to outmaneuver? Number 2 or number 1?
1.
Okay, and that same bonus number, so you're going to get a successful maneuver. It's not enough to do two things. Do you want to make them vulnerable or stymied? Do you want to make them easier to affect, or do you want to make it harder for them to do things to you?
I want him to appear next to me, so he falls 35 meters on top of Jura.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that was what you needed the 24 for. So
I don't get it. Why is that a maneuver? That's just a portal opens, he falls through it. That's not.
It's in stages. So you've got, whenever you're doing any kind of interaction attack, maneuver, intimidate, taunt, if you get a player's call 10 higher, that's exactly what you needed to do. So you can essentially narrate what has happened. If you get less than that, so a standard success or a good success, which is only 5 over, you can choose to apply the vulnerable status, the stymied status, or other elements to partially infer what's happened. So essentially the portal opened. In this instance, it wasn't exactly placed correctly, so it didn't fall through, but it does stumble forwards, either making it vulnerable or stymied, your choice.
This is the one that affects them ability to shoot us. So
that would be stymied. Okay, cool. So he is stymied.
If you hadn't done it as a maneuver and just done the actual spell, then it would have worked.
That's all I wanted to do. That's what I was trying to do.
Well, it worked anyway.
Sorry?
It worked anyway.
No, but it'd have actually had, for just a normal success, it would have dropped through, because it doesn't do the stymied.
Yeah, I didn't want bonuses or stymied or stuff. I just wanted him to be fictionally positioned amongst our group, not like a mechanical thing.
Sounds like that you're.
Let me double check it.
Because it sounds like you're penalizing the spell by making it harder. You know what I mean?
Normally, when you try and do two things, because you wouldn't normally use the spell to do a maneuver on that one.
I don't think he wants to do it.
Though I think
didn't want to do the maneuver. He just wanted to get the guy 35 feet up in the air and drop him on the ground. But the maneuver thing came into it because he just wasn't sure what the maneuver was.
Yeah, because in combat, you may use a multi-action to reach through and attack a foe adjacent to the other portal. The connection goes both ways. A grappled enemy may be pulled back through to the castle's side, or a waiting opponent may strike through the portal back at the castle on the other side. The portal
but I'm not
closes.
I'm just using the part that says when you open a portal, whatever goes through it comes out the other one. Whatever enters one portal emerges from the other in the same instant.
Okay.
I'm not attacking through it.
Yeah, sure. Okay, we'll go with that. No worries. So, essentially, one of them appears next to you. Choice of compass point around you? Like above.
That's fine.
That one there. Northeast of you. So it drops down. Roll me a d6 quickly, because it obviously is going to take some falling damage from that.
Wasn't he doing it to the second planting people?
Mm-hmm. Oh, no, I did pick the wrong one, didn't I? Sorry, my bad. Number one. That one there. So roll us a d6. It's a bonus die damage, Kerry.
Sorry, I rolled a d6.
That's a bonus die damage for the plummet. That's 5. So it actually plummets. Its legs break when it hits the ground, and it collapses into a pile of undeadness. Because they still only have
people.
No. Up close, you briefly saw him. It looks like a mummified human, but without the classic wrap. So the body's mummified, but the uniform that it's wearing looks very similar to a Nile shock trooper. But it's got a sort of black, desiccated skin, lifeless eyes, and a toothless mouth hanging open. You don't really get enough time to get the smell, but Theo, it does land next to you, and it stinks of rotten flesh.
Yeah. Lovely.
And all we will do, as it is already gone 11, we will allow you to prep for next time by pulling the Destiny card for the next round.
And you can get all them lovely police officers ready.
Watch the road.
Ooh.
Is the
I'm
plane
taking note of police officers. No, it's landed. It's not a land vehicle. Okay, standard scene. Villains will be going first, and there is a surge.
Oh.
Now,
Someone's
just to double check, nobody heard Durack say, "I am removing the parachute," correct?
No. My last thing I said was, do any of you want a backpack full of blankets? That's what my last words were said.
No. Doesn't matter. It's still a one-case contradiction. It's not making it worse for yourself. The only reason it was worse for Abram at that time was because he was carrying a Molotov cocktail that was higher than his tech axiom, and it was also higher than the Living Land tech axiom, which is what pushed him up into a four case.
But if the character thinks it's a backpack of blankets, does that count?
No, unfortunately not. Ignorance is not a defense in the law in many different situations. So anyway, next week, watch the road.
Yeah, you watch the road, mister, with your brakes. Yeah.
Yeah, look at that.
Ah,
Well done. You can have a possibility for that. Remember that.